All right, let's jump right in. Today we're looking at a concept that could totally flip the script on how we use the internet. Imagine for a second if your browser wasn't just a window you look through, but an active partner, a co-pilot for your entire digital life. Our whole journey today starts with a really simple but kind of huge idea. What if the main tool we all use to get information could do a heck of a lot more than just show it to us?
And this is the big question that kicks the whole thing off, right? Imagine the possibilities. A browser that gets rid of that endless tab switching, all that tedious copy-pasting. We're not talking about a minor upgrade here. This is a complete reimagining of how we deal with information online.
Okay, so how does this futuristic idea actually start to look real? Well, let's get into the main subject of today's explainer, a theoretical AI-powered browser called ChatGPT Atlas.
So what is ChatGPT Atlas? Well, think of it like this. It's an AI-powered browser that takes a standard web interface, something we all know, and merges it with the brain of ChatGPT. And the whole point? To give you an intelligent co-pilot for pretty much everything you do online. It's not just about finding things, it's about understanding and actually doing things.
And to make this feel a little less like a far-off dream, the source material actually gives it a fictional launch date, October 2025. You know, that really grounds it in the near future, making you think, hey, this kind of tech might be just around the corner.
So what's the secret sauce here? Well, it's what's being called the Atlas formula. And it's not about reinventing the wheel. Instead, it combines three really powerful things: the familiar, comfortable interface of a browser like Chrome, the deep intelligence of ChatGPT, and, of course, the incredible time-saving power of automation. It's a pretty compelling mix.
Okay, so you've got the formula, but what does it actually do? The whole concept breaks down its core features into three simple actions: read, reason, and act. And those three actions, read, reason, act, translate directly into what the browser can do for you. It can summarize content in a flash, automate all those boring, repetitive digital chores, and interact with what you're seeing on the page on a much, much deeper level.
All right, this table really breaks it down and makes it super clear, so let's walk through it. First up, summarize. Picture this. You're staring at a super long, dense medical article. Instead of slogging through it, you get the key takeaways instantly without even leaving the page. How cool is that? Then there's automate. Think about your browser filling out complicated forms for you, comparing different vendors side by side, or even booking a meeting. And finally, interact. This means you could just highlight a sentence and have the AI rewrite it or explain it in simpler terms. The key thing here is that all of this happens in one place. No more jumping around.
So, we've seen the what, but what about the why? Why does any of this actually matter? Well, this next part is all about the real-world impact a tool like this could have, especially at work.
And this slide, wow, it just lays it all out. On the left, you've got the reality for most of us, right? A total mess of tabs, endless copy-pasting, it's chaos. But then you look at the right. The Atlas workflow is just clean. Everything happens in one spot. You get instant summaries, automated comparisons. You get to the actual insights way, way faster.
So who's this really for? Who gets the biggest benefit? The source material points to a few key players. If you're a healthcare leader, imagine getting through new regulations in a fraction of the time. If you're a consultant, you could analyze policies in a flash. And for whole companies, this is being positioned as a serious strategic tool to push forward digital transformation.
But, with any tool this powerful, there's always another side to the story. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. We have to talk about the risks and the responsibilities that come with it.
The source is super clear on this. You can't have this kind of power without some serious guardrails. And this chart really highlights the three biggest worries. First, data privacy. I mean, where is all your information going? Second, information accuracy. Can you really trust what the AI spits out? And third, automation oversight. If the AI messes up an automated task, who's on the hook for that?
So what's the answer? Well, it all comes down to one thing: keeping a human in the loop. The bottom line here, especially in fields like healthcare or finance, is that automation can't just be a black box. You have to monitor its actions, you need a human expert to verify the AI summaries, and data privacy has to be locked down tight. No compromises.
So as we start to wrap things up, let's circle back to that big initial idea. Is this really the future? Are we all heading towards having our own digital co-pilots?
I think this quote from the source material just nails it. Atlas isn't just a browser, it's a co-pilot for your work. And that's the perfect way to think about it, isn't it? A co-pilot isn't there to replace the pilot, they're there to help,
to assist with navigation and to handle the routine stuff so you can focus on where you're going.
At the end of the day, the whole point of something like this is to completely change our relationship with information. The goal is to make all that data work for you, instead of you working for it. It's about turning that fire hose of information we face every single day into something we can actually manage and use.
And that really leaves us with one final and I think really important question to chew on. As this stuff moves from just an idea to something that might actually be on your screen one day, you have to ask yourself, would you trust an AI copilot with your digital life?